Hello students, now today we are going to study the next chapter, chapter number 17 in GK, which is flowering plants. So now today we are going to study the next chapter, flowering plants. So first you have to understand that what do you mean by flowering plants? So flowering plants means the plants which can produce fruits and seeds. So these are known as flowering plants. And you know that flowering plants are also known as angiosperms. Angiosperm is the plants which produce fruits and seeds and flowers. So these are known as angiosperms. And non-flowering plants, these are known as gymnosperm. Okay, remember this thing. So next, you know that plants are the largest groups of the plant kingdom. Okay, and you know there are around 2,60,000 species of flowering plants are identified. So we can say that 90% species of flowering plants are identified. So in this chapter we'll study about the some flowering plants. See, number first is aquatic plants. Okay, so you know that aquatic plants means the plants which are growing in water. So these are known as aquatic plants. Aquatic plants are also known as hydrophytes. From hydro you can understand, hydro means water, and also known as aquatic macrophytes. Okay, so aquatic plants means plants which grows in high water. These are also known as hydrophytes and aquatic macrophytes. Okay, and you know that this is aquatic plants serve as food and habitat for animals living in the sea. Okay, and this also prevent in shorelines, ponds and lakes from erosions by providing soil stability. So this much you have to learn. The first flowering plants is these flowering plants are found in the water, like these are known as aquatic plants or hydrophytes. Okay, see, number second is antelope bush. Antelope bush means these are known as shrubs. You heard about trees, herbs and shrubs. So shrubs that is moderate to very deep rooted with wide ecoptic variations. It is normally 2 to 6 feet in height and up to 8 feet in width with wedge shaped three-lobed leaves. Leaves can vary in color from grey-green to bright green. Some plants have branches near the soil. Flowers blooms in late spring to early summer. So antelope bush, these are the shrubs plants. Okay, they are deep-rooted plants and their height is 2 to 6 feet and width is 8 feet. Okay, and their leaves are wedge shaped and three-lobed leaves, and color is different varieties in color. There are leaves can vary in color. So what is the different varieties of the leaves? Like gray green, and some leaves are the bright green. Okay, so just remember the second one is antelope bush. See, the number third is aconite. Aconites, you can see the leaves of the flowers of the aconites are yellow in color. So aconites are one of the first bulb flowers to bloom in the spring and are known for their cheerful yellow color. Okay, so their bulbs bloom in the spring season and these are in yellow color, aconite. See, number fourth flowering plants is ageratum. Ageratum, it comes in blue, pink and white blooms. Okay, the taller varieties are best for cutting and displaying in your home, while the dwarf bedding varieties are best kept in the gardens. You can see the different, these are available in blue color, pink color and white blooms. See, the next plant is basket of gold. So basket of gold, you can see these are the flowers. These are available in bright yellow color. Low growing flowers. These are low growing flowers. No wonder they are the basket of gold got its name from. Given its short height and golden color, this makes for a perfect addition to a rock garden or xeriscape. Okay, you can see because these their heights are very short and they are grown in a group, so we can say that these are the basket of gold because these are in yellow color. So this is we can say that this makes a perfect addition to a rock garden or xeriscape. So these are known as basket of gold. So these are the different flowering plants you have studied. You have to note down in your notebook. Which things you have to mention in your notebook? Number first, what is flowering plants, and what is angiosperm and gymnosperm, this I defined you. And next, what are the flowering plants you have studied in this chapter, like aquatic plants, antelope bush, aconite, ageratum, basket of gold. So this you have to study and you have to write down in your notebook. Now next we are going to study the next chapter, chapter number 18. So chapter number 18 is here. So you have to identify, okay, so when plants turns deadly, okay, so you have to identify these things. So this is already written, I have written here. So see, plants play a very important role in our lives. They provide us with food, shelter and air to breathe. But here are some plants that are not safe to eat or even touch. Okay. We know that plants are very important in our lives. Plants provide us food, shelter and air but to breathe. But you know that some plants are not safe for us. So we can say that some plants are poisonous plants also, we can say. So we have to identify these plants. So number first is, see the picture here. You can see the picture here. It is a highly poisonous mushroom. It is responsible for almost 90% of deaths from eating fungi. Its poison causes severe diarrhea and vomiting. Okay, so what is the name of that mushroom? The death cap. Okay, so this we can say that the death cap. So write down in your notebook. See, number 2 is here. It is also known as lady's glove. Okay, symptoms of its poisoning include a low pulse rate, nausea, vomiting, and cardiac arrest. So, what is the name of this? Purple foxglove. Okay, see, number third, this plant is very famous as a food. If it turns green, there are possibilities that it may contain isolane, which is a poison. Okay, what is the name of this? Potato. Next is, it is used by the South American Indian tribes to make their arrows poisons for hunting. So its name is curare. Okay. Next is, it is also known as Nux vomica, poison, nut and Quaker button. It is found in India and Myanmar. Almost all parts of this plant contain poison. So its name is Kuchla tree. Okay, see, you can see the pictures also. Hai na? Next is number 6 is here. This plant is native to Europe, North Africa and Western Asia. Its flowers and berries are extremely toxic. It contains a poison called atropine. It has a long history of use as a medicine. So its name is deadly nightshade. So these are the some about five plants we have studied. These are very poisonous, and even many people can die because of touching and because of eating these types of things. So you have to write down this also in your notebook. See, the next chapter we'll study. The next one is chapter number 19, Hunters in the Sky. Okay, see, birds are colorful creature of flight. Many of them are flightless. There are some birds that are fierce hunters and fly high in the sky. So we'll study here some birds which are hunters in the sky. The hunters in the sky. This we'll study, and you have to identify what is the name of that bird. Okay. See. So number first is, you can see here what is the number first here. These, see the picture here, this is the first bird. These Eurasian bird are bald-headed vultures with a bluish grey neck. They feed on decaying flesh of dead animals. So what is the name of that bird? The name of that bird is, we can say that because this is a Eurasian bird and it is a vulture. So what is the name of that bird? So its name, we can see the number E is the correct answer. It is Eurasian black vulture. So this is a Eurasian black vulture. Okay. So you can write here, this is a Eurasian black vulture. Okay. See number 2. See the picture. These predatory birds having the largest wingspan of 3 meter are scavengers that feed on carcasses of large animals. These endangered birds also raid the nest of other birds for eggs and young hatchings. So what is the name of this bird? So its name is, the correct answer is B, that is Andean condor. So its name is Andean condor. Okay. See the third one is, these are the largest of North America flight birds. Though they weigh about 12 kilogram, they can still fly at a height of 4,500 meter even against strong air currents. So these scavengers build their nest in a cleft under large rocks or in natural hole like tree holes. So what is the name of this bird? So its name is Californian condor. So what is the name of it? Californian condor. See number 4. These endangered national bird of Philippines are skilled predators. They fly and prey on flying lemur and palm civets. Sadly, they are the brink of extinctions. So what is the name of that bird? So its name is, we can say that, Philippine eagle. Okay, because it's a birds belongs to Philippines, so we can say that it is Philippines eagle. Okay, see the next one is number 5. These national birds of Mexico can dive at an amazing speed of 240 km per hour. They feed on rabbits, squirrels and birds that they snatch up even from the ground. So they also feed on carcasses. So what is the name of that bird? See the picture of that one. So its name is golden eagle. Okay, Philippine eagle, and this is golden eagle. See number 6. These birds get, this is the number 6. These birds get their name from the fold of skin or lappets on the sides of their necks. They eat small insects, birds and carcasses instead of looking for a smelling out food. They look out for other birds and follow their movement of locate food. So what is the name of that bird? So its name is leopard faced vulture. Okay. See number 7, found in the rainforest of tropical Africa, this eagle measures around 90 centimeter long and has a 2-meter wingspan. This powerful aggressive eagle is also known as leopard of the air. Its main killing weapon are its deadly talons. So what is the name of this bird? So its name is African crowned eagle. Okay. Remember this, then leopard of the air is known as African crowned eagle. See the next one is, this excellent bird of prey are named after a Greek mythological monster. They are found preying in the canopy of rainforest in Central and South America. Their favorite prey are monkeys and sloths. So what is the name of this one? Harpy eagle. Okay. See the ninth one. These endangered vultures live in the mountainous areas fighting for carcass to feed on. So what is the name of this one? So its name is Himalayan vulture. Okay, because it found in Himalaya mountains, so that's Himalayan vulture. Last one is one of the largest bird of prey in Europe. These birds live in the Alps, often called bone eaters. They extremely feed on bones and the marrows inside. For this, they can carry up the bones in their claws or beaks and drop them in the ground from 80-meter height in the air to crack the bones open and then feed on the marrow. So what is the name of this? Its name is the lammergeier, or we can say that bearded vulture. Okay, so we studied about these some hunter birds like some eagles, some vultures. So you have to complete this in your notebook also. But remember which type of question I can ask in the exams, like which bird is known as the leopard of the air. Okay, so you have to give me the answer. Which bird is known as their habitat is in mountain, so you have to give me the answer Himalaya vulture. Okay, so like that I can ask the question from this, so you have to complete this in your notebook. Okay, so please I hope you understood everything, all the 3 chapters. 17, 18 and 19, flowering plants, when plants turn deadly, and hunters in the sky. So complete this work in your notebook, and thank you and have a nice day.